Okay, for this lesson, you will need your red book open to page 12, your cheat sheet or fingering chart over page 13, and you might need a pencil. Hey, we always might need a pencil, so you can have that out. So get all those things ready. Make sure you've buzzed on your mouthpiece a little bit to get it ready to play. All right, we're going to start with our scale. I know we just talked about using eighth notes, so we're going to do that. We're going to do that with our scale. Now, what I'm going to do right now is have a metronome going, and I'm going to use my phone to do that. But of course, you can, when you're playing by yourself, you can always use the website that I sent you. If you really like having a metronome not playing out of another window, you can always put an app on your device. Like I have just a free metronome app on my phone. I have one on my watch that actually buzzes my wrist at the time that we're supposed to go. So it's so obviously that doesn't help you. But when we're playing together, we'll put a metronome on together. So okay, let's talk about this metronome for a second. The high pitch is beat 1. So some of you were trying to play with the metronome, but you didn't make the high pitch beat 1. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm looking at this rhythm that I want us to do, and that's a little fast. So I'm actually going to put it down to 82 instead of 100. Ti 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 ta ta, ti 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 ta ta, ti ti ti. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Your foot goes with the metronome. Notice how the metronome is not going T T T T. Okay, it's always on the ta 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 ta, just like your foot. Okay, what are we playing? We're playing our 1 octave scale, 1 octave C scale. So that starts on low C, goes all the way up to high C, and then we go backwards. Let's try it. Okay, here we go, using this rhythm. Ti 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 ta ta, ti 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 ta ta. 1, 2, ready, go. So you can see my metronome is up, and I have it on 82. Okay, now I think mine actually has different sounds. That sounds more like a drum. I have no idea what all the different sounds are, but that's okay. We'll stop that. Okay, so you can use whatever kind of metronome you like. The point is, you want to get used to, not only is the metronome's not supposed to be background noise, you're supposed to be playing with it as if it were me or your conductor or someone else playing with you. Okay, right now we're going to look at page 12. We don't get to do a lot of these green songs, so we're going to start with 43 for trumpets and cornets only. So make sure you have your book open to page 12. We're looking at the last song for 43 for trumpets only. So let's check it out. Of course, there is no play-along track for this because the green songs were not recorded. All right, now this is an interesting song because, well, let's check out. There's only 2 notes that you need. So let's check out what 2 notes you need. I see a C, and then what's the other note? Check it out. Use your code. Use your cheat sheet. Yeah, so C and G, that means you are never moving your fingers in this song. However, you do need to move your lips a lot. Now, we just played up to high C. So low C and G are not, like, high G is not the highest note you can play anymore. So we're listening for this sound, and this sound, and this sound. Not up here, that's high C. We want low C and G. Let's say the notes for number 43. You can use your trusty finger as a pointing device, or of course, you can use your trusty pencil. This is one time where I'm going to say, do not write the notes in. You need to train your brain to be able to tell the difference between C on the bottom and G towards the middle of the staff, okay? Here we go, saying the notes for 43. 1, 2, say the notes. C, G, G, C, 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 G, G, C, C, G, C, G, C, G, C, G, C. Okay, this is like doing crunches for your lips. This is a little lip exercise to get your little lip muscles a little bit stronger. All right, so here we go. This is number 43 for trumpets and cornets only. Hopefully you didn't have to write the notes in because you can tell the difference between C and G. Remember, we're not moving our fingers. If you don't like the way it sounds, like it still all sounds like one note, you are not blowing hard enough for G. Remember, for G, the air needs to leave your body faster. Your T sound needs to be a little higher, which means you're going to need a bigger breath. Okay, here we go. 43. 1, 2, ready, play. Awesome. Now, for a fun challenge, you can actually try to do this on just your mouthpiece, because you should be able to make those two sounds with your lips on your mouthpiece. Right, so you could do the whole thing just on your mouthpiece, but you can pause and do that on your own. Let's move our eyes over to page 13. So move your cheat sheet over page 12 if you have it out. Okay, let's look at the warm-up song. It's called Warm Up. We're going to pretend like there are no fermatas. The point of this song is actually that we play it with the entire band together, and when there's a fermata, you would look up at me, your conductor. I'd hold my hand out when I want you to keep playing, and then when I want you to stop, I'd cut you off. So that doesn't really make sense right now. Next week, you're gonna see actually what the conductor does. I'm gonna teach you how to conduct, so that when we do get together and play together, you'll know what I'm doing with my baton. I'm not like randomly waving it in the air and pointing it at people. All right, so let's say the notes for number 44. This does go all the way down to low B, so friendly reminder, low B and high B are just finger number 2. Some people got confused and saw the number 2 and thought they meant they should press 2 things down. No, literally, they number them. 1, 2, 3. 2 is in the middle. Okay, let's say the notes for 44. I'm going to do my fingers on my trumpet. We are not doing the fermatas, so nothing is doubled. Play it as written. Get more in the camera here. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 44. Say the notes. G, E, C, F, D, low B, C, E, G, D, G, C. Cool. So these are not scales. These are the opposite of scales. Scales, every note. Line, space, line, or space, line, space, line, space. This is actually all the lines, and then all the spaces, and then all the lines. So a little bit different. Let's give it a try. I will give you this play-along track. This is in the book. All right, here we go. Let's try playing. If you need to write the notes in, pause and do that. If you don't need to write the notes in, play with me now. Here we go. 1, 2, 44, play. So I'm making little adjustments in my lips while I'm playing. So if I know it's a higher note, I tighten up a little bit. You might not see it in my whole face. I'm tightening these tiny little muscles. And if I know it's a lower note, I'm going to loosen my lips a little bit. So if you're not entirely happy with the sound, like a lot of people, when you send me videos, your whole song sounds like one note. You know why? Because you're not changing your lips. I can do my fingers all I want, but if I never change my lips, what? I'm doing the fingers. That's a C scale. But if you don't change your lips and the speed of your air to go faster, you're never making a high note. So please keep working on that. Let's look at number 45. Now, we always need to check. We always need to check our time signature, right? So check our time signature. I see 4/4. We always need to check if there's a repeat sign. Friendly reminder: if the song you're supposed to record for me has a repeat sign, you get points off if you don't do the repeat sign. So please check at the end of every song if there's a repeat sign. I do see a repeat sign for number 45. I do see that you never need to change your fingers. So let's look at 45. It's one note. So figure out what that one note is. Get those fingers down. It's E. Okay? And let's just say the notes. Now the clapping part on the bottom, we don't need to do that. Why? Because your foot's already tapping, and it's going to be doing that on the corner notes. So forget the clapping part. You already tap your foot. I guess that's for people who, like, broke their instrument or something. Okay? Let's say the notes for 45. 1, 2, say the notes. E, 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 and then we do it again. Remember, your foot does not go E, E. Your foot never does T, T. Your foot only goes ta, ta, just like that clapping part. Your foot never goes down, up, T, 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 T. You'll cramp up in the middle of the song and you won't be able to tap your foot anymore. It's already doing T, T by going down, up, T, 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 T. Okay, I do see a repeat sign. So let's make sure we do the repeat sign when we play. This one's going to be like push-ups for your lips. And by the way, if it's E for the whole song, you don't pick your fingers up. You leave your fingers down and let your tongue do the work. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Repeat. Cool. So you are going to record number 46. Now I'm not going to play it for you, but we should try to say the notes together. So that gives you an idea of how it goes. I will give you the play along tracks for 45, 44, 45, and 46. Of course, you can record 46 with the play along track if you'd like to do that. Let's say the notes. Oh, but before we say the notes, we need to check if there's a repeat sign. Do you see a repeat sign at the end of number 46, Jim Along Josie? Why, yes, you do. All right, let's say the notes the first time through so you know what's going on. Remember, you want to practice this before you record it. I don't want to hear a video of you trying to figure out how it goes. I want your video to be like a performance for me. Okay? Let's say the notes are 46. There's only 4 notes, I think. It's not all the notes, that's for sure. 1, 2, 46. Say the notes. G, G, E, 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 D, D, E, E, G, 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 E, 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 D, D, C. And then you play it again. What happens if your G sounds like bleh, low, too low? Okay, too floppy for G. G is like this, C is down here, G, C, and imagine what high C is. It's not in the song, right? C. Okay, so start thinking about, you can turn your camera on when you play, not to record, but to be able to see yourself in the screen, and you can see if your lips are going loose and tight or are they just staying floppy the whole time. Okay, so you're going to record number 46 for me for your assignment, and I can't wait to see your videos.